Alright, so I am getting ready to paint all this area here, which means I need to remove all the cabinets and whatnot so I can just paint all the walls, floor to ceiling, including the ceiling. And then removing the sink. And I'll show you what I got going on there because it's a little bit interesting. The previous resident of this home had replaced at some point some of the cast iron stuff with some PVC, a T, whatever. That's all fine and dandy. However, there is what appears to be what looks like an exhaust pipe. It's probably just the cast iron pipe that was here originally to the house, and it was just taped into the old plumbing. And did leak a little bit. I had to add some of my own tape at some point. So yeah, that's coming out. So now we're in the basement, and if you didn't notice, in the kitchen there was no trap. That's because somebody at some point added this type of trap down here. I don't know why, but I'm going to end up changing that and putting a normal trap under the kitchen sink. And adding the plumbing for a dishwasher too, because you know, you're not. It's 2018. You can't not have a dishwasher these days. So I'm going to remove all this stuff, and it's also not hung very well, so should be interesting. Another thing worth noting is the fact that there's an exhaust clamp that actually holds the pipe up into the cabinet. So when I undo this, it's just going to drop. Okay, there is no plumbing hooked up under here anymore, and I have started to remove the sink. So let me catch you back up to speed and we'll do that. It was, held down with plumber's putty and some silicone, so I pried it up, so I just have to lift it up at this point. The sink is in good condition, so I'm going to reuse the sink itself. Just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. The faucet needs to get changed though, but I'm just going to store this down in the basement, I suppose. The countertop that was installed here at some point is just some thick plywood with some sort of a plastic piece fitted on top of it. So yeah. So I guess I kind of skipped filming some things for you, but there's no more cabinets there. Right now I'm trying to get all this glue that was stuck here. There was some sort of faux backsplash crap there. I gotta get the glue off, so that's what I'm doing now. Okay, there is no more floor here. Well, there is still a floor, but it's not beat up shitty peel and stick tiles. As I said before, that underlayment that they had used when the house was originally built is in good shape, so that shall stay. I've just cleaned it up a bunch, getting a bunch of the extra glue off that I could. The next thing, or the thing that I actually just accomplished before turning on the camera, was doing a final sanding on all of these walls, minus this one. This one I still need to do some more sanding on, but that's, the wall I was previously just working on. Getting ready to mount new cabinets. But anyways, as I was saying, I went through with my handheld light so I can see all of the imperfections, and did a final sanding all the way around through the kitchen, the hallway here, and down in that section of the house. What I'm going to do now is prepare the ceiling to get painted, because I do have some nice ceiling paint to paint the ceiling. If you're wondering, there was a crack there, which I have fixed, and once there's a coat of paint on it, you'll never know that there was a crack there. I had scraped out all of the loose crap from the crack, then took and put some joint compound in the crack, and then put with a 10-inch trowel, I think, and then put a layer of tape all the way across the ceiling, and then of course joint compounded top of that, and then used a sponge to try and match the texture of the ceiling. And you could probably just tell that that light is no longer in existence. That's why it's so dark down there. So there's not much for you to see down there besides more walls. I also removed the light that was in there. Somebody at some point had taken a fluorescent light that you'd use in like your basement or garage and replaced a normal light that was there at some point for some reason. So I'll have to, replace that light, which I would anyways, but it was just an odd find. But yeah, I'm going to get ready to paint the ceiling. Prep is the same that you would use if you were painting a wall. Scrape off, any loose chunks of paint and stuff like that. Then go back and wipe it down, vacuum it off, whatever, get as much, all the dust off, and then you can just roll it on and then cut into the corners like you would normally, and you're good to go.